Hello everybody, this is Liz from Treliz and I welcome you to this episode. I'm coming from Greece, Athens, where I live with my dog Dekine, and I welcome you to this knitting episode, and we'll be talking about what I've been working on lately. So I used to have, no, I still have it actually. Tecumseh sweater. It's a pattern by Caitlin Hunter, and I loved it. I really loved it, and I fell in love with the pattern actually when I was visiting Rhinebeck for the first time in 2018, and it was farmer's daughter that she had it, Candice, on display, and I was like, oh, can I try it on? And it just fitted perfectly, and I loved how large and nice it was on me, and I loved it. Actually, maybe I should have done this video wearing it, but anyways, it's okay. Doesn't matter. And what I'm wearing, actually, I'm wearing the Separate Ways by Hoki Locatelli with my yarns, and this is the Eartha shawl, which is one design that I created. I should remember and put the links over my projects on Ravelry for you to get all the details and the yarn details. But anyways, back to my Tecumseh. But I really wanted one that, the colors would fade into each other. I didn't want a really color blocked streaks, color work. And I just wanted to bump it up. And I was really flashing over this beautiful speckled yarn with caramels and darkish browns. So I decided that I wanted, to make it and have the crosses more subtle of the pattern and all that. So I will put a picture here of the pattern designed by Caitlin, and where you can see very distinctively each part of the design. Yeah, like there's this ecru white background and those crosses, and then these little shields, as I like to call them, and she's made like lots of repetition. In mine, I just did the repetitions over of the yolks, so the two first ones, and I actually really like that. So for my second one, I'm also doing this kind of construction, let's say. Like the construction is the same, but I'm only doing the color block, the color work over the yoke. So after the second repetition of color work, I'm not doing any more color work. The sad thing is that I have my sleeves on the same needle because now I'm working the sleeves, but I can show it to you. Let's see, where's the front? Okay, so the front is here. So this is it right now. So just after I separated the sleeves, I have my needle on hold and I'm working on the sleeves. And I decided this time to have more, to show more the little crosses and a bit less the shields. And I love it. Actually, I really wanted to use this Bluebeard colorway with the darker greens, bluish ones. And I had this Albus Dumbledore, like waiting to be the little crosses. So as you can see from further away, this background color isn't the same as this one. So I used for this sweater some of the colors of the skeins that I dyed when I first did On Your Shadow, Important Nothings, and In the Forest You Go. And I had made like over 2 or 3 skeins of DK of each color to just, try them in my DK base, which is the Gaia base. And so I used some of those in like hats or gifts and something like that. And then I decided, okay, why won't I put in the background whatever's left of those, and then we'll see. So here is In the Forest You Go, and it comes up until here where I'm striping with I think On Your Shadow, which is the other darker one. So over here you can see that I'm striping it, and then in the crosses, like I'm really going into the second color. And now I'm using it, so I have one skein for the sleeves and one full skein for the body. So after the body there will be this color, and then I have just a tiny bit. So what I'm knitting with is this, okay, and then I have just a tiny bit for each sleeve, and just even a smaller bit of those for down to the body. So you can see this is darker, and this is now I don't remember which is On Your Shadow or Important Nothings. So this is Important Nothings, which is a bit more tealish. So I don't know if you can really see. This is a bit more dark. This is a bit more teal and a bit more vibrant. Okay, so those are going to be the end of the sleeves and the end of the body. Another difference that will be over here done with this sweater than the first one that I did is that Caitlin Hunter that has the tendency to have shorter sleeves, and well, I like a 3/4 sweater like this one, a DK sweater, because I want to wear it like all the time and over all the things, which this allows me to do because it's a larger one, and I love that, is that I'm cold and I want longer sleeves. So normally the sleeves over here, I should start and do the ribbing, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go by the end of my yarn, do some stripes, put the other skein, and I will try and go as far as I can. Yeah, as far as I can. Ideally, I would like them to be really like over here, which that's be like a full 10 centimeter more than the patterns calls for. So I'm not really sure what's gonna left for yarn for the body, but an idea is to take some of the Bluebeard and do maybe the ribbing with the Bluebeard for the body, or just, I don't know, we'll see, because I really had on my mind this background melting, and here the more in the end of the sleeves and the end of the body, the more vibrant teal. But now that I'm looking at from afar, it wouldn't be a bad idea to either do the ribbing with the Bluebeard, which is the shield color, and then have just the bind off, like a last knitted row, and the bind off in Albus Dumbledore, which is the cross color. And that's actually something that I did in my first Tecumseh. I had this beautiful caramel for the shield, and I did all the binding offs with it. And I think it's like just a really cute detail. And yeah. One other idea that I had is to do in one of the sleeves the crosses again. Now I'm not sure. I really like it how the sleeves are more plain. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I would do that now or not. Yeah, so I'm very happy with it, and I'm really very happy with it. I just really can't wait to finish it. As I've said in a previous video where I was doing the weeks of Isn't It, the 52 weeks of Isn't It, I had a burnout, and I'm still in it. I have been not out of the woods, and I had really an anemic self, let's say. But the difficulty in that is that to knit is that I get really easily dizzy, and I really wanted to finish the part of the color work because it was really dizzying for me, even if it was simple. And then afterwards, what was I have tendonitis in both of my arms, and usually it's it's my arms are really aching when I'm dyeing a lot and when I work a lot with my hands, of course. And while I had a very full-on schedule of dyeing and preparing things, that my elbows kind of crushed. And also afterwards, when I could rest my arms, I couldn't really knit. I was having my arms being really numb, and I thought that it was from my tendonitis acting up, but it wasn't. It was because all the minerals of my blood and my red cells were very low. So it was a numbing experience, let's say, and a very painful one to knit. So I would knit just for maybe 10 minutes and then I would not knit. But now I'm getting better, and so I really hope that maybe until next week, where I'm leaving for the Swiss festival, I will have finished it and will be able to wear it. I really look forward to it. And I've also casted on some socks, but unfortunately I forgot to bring them today to the studio to show them to you. But I will be working on them more, I think, more after this is finished, and hopefully in between the craziness of the Swiss festival, I think it's going to be, my project that I will be carrying on, because it's socks and it's okay, it's easier to have around. And hopefully I will have finished the socks until the next week that I'm coming back, because it's for a gift. So hopefully, crossing fingers, they will be finished. But I really wanted to show you all that I'm doing with the Tecumseh sweater. I'm very excited. I had several ideas. I really wanted a very vibrant one with orange and all the crazy things going on. But because I had those background colors and I really wanted them to use them in one project, I think that was a very cool idea, and I'm very happy. Another idea, instead of having Bluebeard over the shields, was to use H2O, which I adore. I love H2O. Let's see if I have it over here. I do have it. And I have it also. No, this is Margarita, I'm sorry. Let's see. Do I have H2O? Yes. I have one skein over here. So this is H2O, so it would have been, more vibrant. We could have seen better the shields, but I really like this kind of moodiness that Bluebeard brings. Also, everything is DK, but the Bluebeard that I had left over was an Aran weight. And actually, I think it doesn't even show over the stitches. And I'm actually pretty glad that I used it. There was no reason not to. It might feel a bit over while I'm touching it, a bit thicker over here than here, where you have just the two strands of DK, but I'm not gonna say no to the extra warmth, so I don't know, maybe H2O will go to a third Tecumseh with crazy oranges and stuff, because I really love this sweater. The only thing that I do not really appreciate is that the first Tecumseh that I have, the neckline is very next to the neck. So now for this one, I didn't do the cast on and the ribbing with smaller needles. I just went and did it with the same needles as the body. because I just want it to be a bit more airy, more stretchy, let's say. And that's kind of it. So thank you for watching. If you need anything from yarns or anything, just send me an email. You can pre-order yarn from me until the 17th of April, and just go to the website trillies.eu, like Europe, and otherwise you can send me an email. I'll be happy to respond to you. Sometimes I respond immediately, other times might take a couple of days, so sorry for that, but I will respond, okay? Just take care, knit on, rock on, create on, and don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon. Ciao!